Well, g'day everybody. We've got an early tracker update tonight. It's already dark here and it's windy and rainy and all the rest of it. Feels like 9 o'clock, but it's actually only 13 minutes past 6. So I need to get some things done. So it's an early one, and we'll get straight into it. First of all, Stern is still on the slip. They were hauling out and they had load sharing, which means all the power goes off. So apparently got stuck for a while, and then they got it happening. But now there's a bit extra work that they've got to do. Not fully aware of what that may be, but I'm not sure whether they'll get away tomorrow or not. I hope so, but we'll have to wait and see. Godspeed's still plugging away, trying to get away within the next week or something. And we'll cut straight through to Explorer. They just sent us a beautiful tweet, and it goes something like this: that funny thing, you don't really miss it until it's not there. Speaking about the Genoa on the boat. Now, I'm not sure exactly what that means, but they, if you are following it, you'll see they've got some, they left Cape Town yesterday afternoon, and they sort of hung out pretty slowly, just not drifting, but just hanging out, waiting for these strong easterly winds to tick off. It was blowing 45, 50, 55, quite nasty to a degree, and they managed to stay a little bit behind it. And then as it's been backing off, they've now taken off. So they're currently doing 5.1 knots and, holding the wind on the beam. If we look back at the big picture, all they can hope to do is just get through this, keep going south, 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 and then they'll hopefully get some reasonable breezes going forward. And if we just push that through till tomorrow morning, you see the big winds are gone and there's nothing. So it's going to be a slow trip. If they really have blown their Genoa, and I don't know what could have happened, they say it's gone. You can have any number of things can happen. The furling line could break and the sail comes out and flogs in big winds and just blows itself apart. But that Genoa on the furling gear was super heavy, really built for the Southern Ocean. So I'm not sure what they mean by when it's gone. No doubt the story will we'll get more. They were supposed to ring us today for a SoundCloud call, but they didn't, probably because they thought they were only left yesterday and they've got all the story out. But nonetheless, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But you can see it backs off pretty quickly for day one. Second day, there's even more of nothing, just when you need your biggest Genoa. That's gone. So maybe they might make Auckland by the middle of January or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's about all I can see. Stern is still in here on the slip. So not a lot that I can tell you about that either. But the rest of the fleet are having a pretty good time. I'll just hit that there, come back here, and let's see what's happening. So all moving really nicely in very typical Southern Ocean winds. There's a fair bit of wind down here for Outlaw. It's still not in weather alert stuff, but there's low 30s, gusting probably 40, all from the right direction on the port quarter, and they're moving quite well. 8.4 knots, 198 mile a day, nearly 200 mile a day, and Triana's the same, 8.6, 200 mile a day. So really rollicking along, and the sea would be typical Southern Ocean, probably 5 meters there. Yep, good colour. So it's 4 to 5, 4 to 6 maybe even. It varies, of course, but well and truly established with the with that northwesterly. So getting a real kick. Then Evrika, 9.3 knots, big day for them, but it looks as if they haven't gone very far. I'm not sure why. They're only suggesting 129 mile day, which could be a glitch. I'm not sure. Their speeds have been pretty good all the way through. And if I look at Galliano with Secure, same thing again, 120 mile day, but they're doing 10 knots in the last 4 hours. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But either way, good Southern Ocean sailing. White Shadow trucking along, 8.3, 146 mile day. So they might have gone quiet there for a bit. The Spree to Keep, 9.7, 293 mile day. Something gone wrong there. Something tells me there's a glitch pushing through here, because they wouldn't have done 293 mile day. So we might have to just forget about that for a while. So this is the interesting stuff. You got Spirit of Helsinki and Translated sort of cross-tacking each other. Translated is doing well to keep up. Spirit of Helsinki, much more powerful boat, doing 10.2 knots and 224 mile day. Translated, 9.3 knots with a 230 mile day. And that could be correct, But then it makes me think, 293, definitely not for the Spree to Keep. Maiden, look at that, pushing ahead of Translated now, doing 9 knots, 219 mile day. That's impressive. But the conditions here must be pretty ideal. When you see the greens, 20, 25 knots, probably 3-meter seas, surging and surfing, got everything up. They've probably got asymmetrics up. So stand by for some tweets about spinnakers doing silly things in the seas of the Southern Ocean, maybe. There's something to watch out for in the future. Penduic, once again, still holding way out in front. 12 knot average, which is really impressive. 247 mile day, first in line honours, first in IRC, first in flyer class. So everyone on board there will be peaking for sure. Maiden, second in line honours, third in IRC, and third in flyer class. Translated, fourth in line honours, second in IRC, and second in flyer class. So, Spirit of Helsinki, third line honours, fourth IRC, and first in Sayula. Triana, where she'll be in IRC, fifth in IRC, first in adventure class. So everything's pretty much stacking up as we expected. Clouds and so on. Yeah, there's still a bit of a mixed bag there. These guys are ahead of it, so they've got a pretty clear sky, blue sailing conditions, blue sea, blue sky, a whole lot. Whereas Triana, they got rain and overcast and a little bit more grubby because they're in the northwesterly coming through. As soon as you get this northwesterly, that's when you get the clouds and bits and pieces. So not that much fun. Current shouldn't be an issue. No, there's a big river right beside Penduic, and Helsinki's heading straight for it, and the others might just miss it. Galliana's got a bit coming up maybe. Evrika's got a push on that one, so there is a bit of an interplay with the currents. So that's kind of interesting. And temperature, it's getting colder. Let's just see what it looks like. It's still the 10s. We go down the bottom to look at the color scale. That's sort of 7 degrees, 7-8 degrees. These greens here, these guys are up on 10s and 12s, so not too bad. Soon, when they're going down there, they're likely to see snow and hail and all that sort of stuff if the fronts are big ones. But at the moment, we'll now just look at the big picture for the next few days. We'll just scale it back, keep it on wind, get rid of that. What's going to happen as we go forward? Oh, jeepers, we were on the wrong weather there. That explains a few things. Sorry, I was still on the 17th weather. So here's what we got. So basically all good conditions. I didn't think that big wind was meant to be there. I thought, where'd that come from? I missed it. For those that didn't see that, I was like right up here on the 17th of November rather than real-time weather now. I've slid it back to real-time weather. So across the board of the fleet, you've got really good conditions, 20, 25 knots, gusting 30, 32, something like that. Except for Penduic, he's got a bit of a push there with this colour. So yeah, that makes a lot more sense. And the same with Explorer back there. So if we push it through, you can pretty much see what's going to happen. We go through, it's going to get a bit quieter, but there's a good breeze underneath here. This is 45 south. They're all in the roaring 40s there. Explorer's got a bit of a southerly, southwesterly. It's going to push her across, which is good. Not as bad as it looked a minute ago. And on the 16th, Explorer's got breeze, but she'll still be looking for the Genoa, that's for sure. And Penduic and so on, they'll all be in this big northwesterly push. That's about 30 knots, gusting 40. Really some big speeds, big distances coming up in the next few days. There it is again. So the whole fleet got great sailing conditions. The big winds are below the course here. They can't go down there. So it should all be good. Okay, that's a bit of a quick update. I'll just come back to look for comments here and see what's going on. Sorry for those that turn up at 9 and see, oh, it's already come and gone. But better to do it now than miss it later on tonight. Yeah, Maiden's doing good. Pete, I'm impressed with how Maiden's keeping up. So am I. They're doing a great job. Quite amazing. Good day, Kathleen. This is addictive. It sure is. What about the Spirit of Kip? Yeah, they're doing okay. They're hanging in there. They're keeping up with the fleet, but they didn't get a 295 mile day. So that's all I can say there. Anyway, that's part of the course. So everything's pretty settled. We'll see you tomorrow, and keep an eye on the tweets coming out. We did a SoundCloud with Tapio today. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was Tapio, which was kind of fun. We didn't get one from Explorer, and we didn't get one from Stern, of course, because they're on the slip. But we'll have some news out tomorrow on that and explain, hopefully, exactly what's going on. Okay, that's it. That's a quick one, but everything is smooth and calm, touch wood. I hope it stays like that for another week. And my buttons are working. I've had problems with my computer, so hopefully I'm about to sign off. Thanks for that. And let's see. Oh, it's working. No, that's cool. I can relief. See ya.